Hi everyone, I'm Ruth and I'm an independent consultant for Arbonne and I'm also the founder of two jewellery businesses. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's called 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is a programme that I've just done. And it is what it says is 30 days of healthy living, clean eating for the benefit of your health. You can lose weight on it if you choose to, but it's really just a reset button and it's not a sort of quick fix kind of all that sort of thing. It's really a health transformation. So I started the 30 Days to Healthy Living just over 30 days ago. To be honest, I was a bit reluctant. I was like, well, my weight's kind of been creeping up and I want to get back down again and my energy's low and I kind of should be doing it, but I really can't be bothered. So I was a bit reluctant and then Friday was like, fine, I'm going to do it. Nothing else is working, not that I'd actually really sort of managed anything. To give you the background of this, all through my teenage years, I was playing badminton 5 or 6 times a week and dieting a third of my time just to maintain a BMI that was within healthy limits. And when I say dieting, I was restricting calories. And something that I've learned recently is calories were never meant to be restricted. This measurement was designed so that you get enough nutrients. It was never so that we look at food and think, oh, that food's bad. I can see a banana behind the camera. Oh, bad. That was never intentional. And what the 30 Days to Healthy Living has really done is it's put the enjoyment back into food. I've lost 2.5 kilos, which for my height, I'm 4'10", so that's a good amount for me. That's kind of what I was hoping for. There are people that have lost a heck of a lot more on it. And it really just puts you back in control. So how does it work? Well, you get these probiotics, which I'll talk about on another video, which I'm obsessed by. You have a couple of meals that you replace your normal meal with a sort of meal replacement protein, which can be a shake. I personally prefer to sort of mix it up with frozen berries, and then it's sort of more of you spoon it, and it's kind of almost a bit like ice cream. I used to eat way too much ice cream. And then you can put nuts with it, and you can even sort of make it into pancakes and sort of cake type or protein bars. There's all sorts you can do with it. But what that allows you to do is you've got all of your nutrients in that meal. And a while ago, I started having those protein mixes for breakfast purely sort of to try it out initially. But then I realised that I was getting a lot more energy throughout the morning. So I'd have that at 7 a.m, lunch at 1, and I wouldn't need to snack in between. I've got a condition called narcolepsy, so energy levels is a really big deal for me. And I really notice when I've not had that, so whenever I go away, I always take that with me. The only exception is if there's like an extravagant kind of meal at breakfast, then I'll not have it and then I'll feel the consequences of it. But it's brilliant. And then your third meal, so you have that probably morning and normally people have it at lunch, and then your evening meal, you have sort of a healthy, balanced meal. And we show you ways how you can just pack that full of nutrients. So, for example, things like white pasta and a ready-made sauce, instead of having that, then you might choose to have brown rice or quinoa, so whole foods, whole grains, and loads of vegetables and spices and healthy fats, oils, that kind of thing. And that way you're really just you're feeding your body with loads and loads of nutrients. You're also just leaving out a number of things that can often not be so helpful for our body. And I mean, this is for 30 days. You just try and restrict sort of dairy, gluten, processed food, refined sugar, and caffeine. We do have a good replacement for caffeine, so don't worry. So that just really allows your gut to sort of reset, relax. We've also got a cleanse, which some people might sort of call a detox. I'm not so keen on that term because it kind of suggests that you're kind of just wanting a quick fix. Really, I mean, your exit organs, sort of your kidneys, liver, your skin's an exit organ. It really just sort of supports that, just to sort of clear out all the sort of toxins that we end up consuming in our diet through whether it's preservatives and all sorts of processed food. And the reason why this works for losing weight more than other programs is because what happens when we're eating an unbalanced diet is that our body stores away those unhelpful molecules, sort of that I'm calling toxins, away from your vital organs, which seems rather sensible. Unfortunately, that tends to be in fat cells, so we don't really like that so much. So it's not just a case of sort of getting rid of those fat cells, it's a case of getting rid of sort of the causes and everything underneath it as well. And that's what then really, really helps just to kind of rebalance your body. I mean, sort of my skin's been better, I've had more energy, obviously lost 2.5 kilos. And I mean, I lost sort of back in 2013 for medication, I lost a heck of a lot of weight. And I mean, that was almost a third of my body weight. It was quite scary. And that was due to medication. And on other occasions when I've got medication, then I've lost weight. But I sort of put it all back on again, which to some extent was a good thing, but then it kind of went beyond. I've never managed to lose weight in a way where it's then stayed. Sort of, I've done things where I've restricted calories and then, oh, woohoo, for a week, then I'll weigh a bit less. And that might just be because actually there's less in my gut because I'm eating less. Those kind of things. I mean, right, we sort of lost a bit on top. But if you're someone that's just feeling stuck, you don't know where to start, or you just want a new perspective on food, on that kind of thing, then do get in touch. And sort of it works out sort of the equivalent of like one of those meal deals that you buy a day. So that's for the 30 days. So it's really worth it. Again, 45-day money back guarantee. So if there's anything where you come thinking, oh, I don't like it, doesn't work, whatever. It's all vegan certified, gluten-free, all those kind of things as well. So if that's something that you fancy giving a go or just finding out a bit more about to see whether it's something that you fancy doing or not, then just get in touch.